postseason contest on EA Sports. Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The conference championship is underway. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Quincy Williams making the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and it sets up a Houston first. Kamara running out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Getting out to his left. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go to 50.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Connect on first, it's 2nd down. Running up the middle, Hull. No one around, he's got space. Nice cut back to the... And they take this in for the score. The Jets finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And he'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Good return here of 19 yards. And the Jets offense will take over inside of enemy territory. First and 10 from the 41. On the handoff, here's Davis. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Hall once more. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand.
Jump out!
Running it after the penalty. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Straight ahead, they go with Hall. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets take a 5-point first-quarter lead. Brees Hall with the touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's trying to push the field. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Jets turn the interception into a drive starting in enemy territory. He's tackled at the 45-yard line. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
They'll try it left with Allen. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
A pistol snap here, Rodgers. Throw complete to Warren. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Davis takes it straight ahead. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down give to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaking up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. No.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Stroud off the play fake. It's caught Metcalf. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now a run with Kamara. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Try and get it into Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets are tackled close to their own end zone. But the important thing is they got that football back. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A handoff for Hall, running left. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
No.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hits his running back. And he pushes this up beyond the 20 before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets looking down a very long field. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Inside.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Oilers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got First and 10 now from the 30. A tight end in motion now. They start the drive with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Escapes a defender. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Running up the middle, Hull. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Once again, Hull. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Get 300. Get
Davis can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Hull. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Davis up the middle. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And that will not be enough for a first down. It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Running for it, Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Another run for Kamara. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We'll pause now for an injury. That's Alvin Kamara, who's shaken up as the trainers head out to look at him. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first. They stay on the ground with Kamara. He finds some space again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter. With him picking himself up after that sack. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jets will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Hey, take 26. Look at you.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for second down. Rodgers here from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the gun, it's Hall. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Jump out!
2nd and 10 now. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, 88. Easy.
They go right back to Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Running left is Davis. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
26.
They'll go again with Davis. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Handoff goes to Hull, running right. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets leading by 6.
At the 13-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Hall once more. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Inside.
Back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. A win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. Setting up to pass. And he's got it in the end zone. The conversion is good. They're back within a single point here in the 4th.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And the Jets come up with the football. That should just about ice this game. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. They did it. He made the interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. So the win goes to the Jets. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.